Hey guys, this is Steve, the Actiri here. Today I want to talk about how I basically began playing Arena in the lower tiers. So you start Arena, you have no real deck to play with. What do I do? Well, the first thing I would do is I would beat your head against the wall with those basic decks. Don't spend your wild cards. Please don't spend your wild cards. And here's why. I want you to wait until after you've, one, unlocked as many decks as you can, and two, see what kind of mythics you end up with in your pull. You want to stay with mythics that have a huge impact on the games you're playing. So these are the 4 and the 5 drop mythics that just really take over the game. Like the opponent has to have an answer or they just die. Those are the kind of mythics I want you to start building around. And whenever you find and identify mythics that seem to get you all this value and always win you the game, then I want you to take that idea and I want you to apply it to the removal you get. So if I've got a really great mythic, say I pull this guy because this is the most recent set, Even Death on Draco Lich. Say I pull this guy. Now I'm going to start looking at all the black removal. Well, maybe I can splash into a second color and get another thing going. So if I happen to pull this guy, and I also happen to pull Ice and Death Frost Titan, then I'm going to probably go black-white. If I've gone black-white, then I've got a really good removal suite, what I call a removal suite. And we start looking at, you can Google MTG standard removal cards, good removal cards. But I went by set because I wanted to make sure that these cards wouldn't rotate. So the cards that I found were Vanishing Verse, Exile Target Monocolored Permanent. They're really good. Closing Statement is a surprisingly useful card. I used this in the beginning until I found better cards. It destroys target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Put a 1/1 counter on up to one target creature you control. I might go back to using this because I've started using a lot of 1/1 counters in my builds. And so I started building a removal suite, what I call a removal suite, that I could lean on heavily until I got some mythic creatures that really worked well with it. Blood Chief's Thirst is another great removal spell. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, convert a mana cost 2 or less. If the spell is kicked, instead destroy target creature or planeswalker. So it either costs 1 or it costs 4. The really important part why I use this card instead of a lot of others is because it says planeswalker. If you let a planeswalker sit out there for any amount of time, he or she will crush you. Do not let planeswalkers stay on the board. So, and then in that same kind of idea, we also have another one here in, where did it go? Just had it. Umbral Juke is not perfect, but it says choose one. Target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. This gets around hexproof, and that's really important. Another one from Strixhaven that I find useful is Baleful Mastery. Again, it's a 4-drop. It can cost you 2 if you just have to. You're super desperate to get rid of it, but it draws them a card if you pay it for 2. But it exiles that creature or planeswalker. There's nothing like getting rid of it permanently. Like, there is so much graveyard recursion in this standard environment. It's bananas. So Baleful Mastery is a super good answer, and I run maybe one of it in my deck, so I don't drop all my rares on it. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys found this useful. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the Actiri Magic.